Students, we are discussing the chapter 13 sound of your book. In this video, we will discuss the audible and inaudible sounds. What are audible sounds? The sounds which can be heard by the human beings very easily are known as audible sounds. The sounds which we can hear easily are known as audible sounds. There is a range of frequency for human ears which they can hear very easily, and that sound frequency which is audible to human beings is 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. What that means? We cannot be able to hear the sounds less than 20 hertz, as well as we cannot be able to hear the sounds which are frequency more than 20,000 hertz, or you can say 20 kilohertz, as 1 kilohertz means 1000 hertz, so 20,000 hertz is equals to 20 kilohertz. You must have observed that whenever our hand vibrates in the air, we cannot be able to hear the sound. Why? Because that vibration of hand produces a very feeble sound whose frequency is very less. It is lesser than the 20 hertz. That is why we cannot be able to hear that vibration. We cannot be able to feel it. So this is the audible range. The frequency which lies between 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz and is audible to human ears, that is known as audible sound. There are certain animals which can hear less than 20 hertz as well as more than 20,000 hertz, and that frequency range for humans is inaudible range. The sounds which cannot be heard by the human beings, by the human ears, due to its inappropriate frequency range, that is either less than 20 hertz और more than 20,000 hertz. ऐसे साउंड्स बच्चे जो ह्यूमन बीइंग सुन नहीं सकते. क्यों? क्योंकि उनकी जो फ्रीक्वेंसी की रेंज है वो अप्रोप्रिएट नहीं है, वो पर्याप्त नहीं है ह्यूमन ईयर्स के लिए. ईदर दैट फ्रीक्वेंसी रेंज इज लेस देन 20 हर्ट्ज, या तो वो 20 हर्ट्ज से कम है, और इट इज मोर देन 20,000 हर्ट्ज, या फिर वो 20,000 हर्ट्ज से या 20 किलो हर्ट्ज से ज्यादा है. और दोनों ही रेंज बच्चे ना 20 हर्ट्ज से नीचे और ना 20,000 हर्ट्ज से ऊपर हम कोई भी फ्रीक्वेंसी रेंज सुन नहीं सकते. सो दीज काइंड ऑफ साउंड वेव्स which have frequency inappropriate to human ears, that is either less than 20 hertz or more than 20,000 hertz, is known as inaudible sounds. Now, on the basis of these range, either less than it or more than it, these inaudible sounds are further of two types. One is infrasonic sounds or infrasounds, and other ones are ultrasonic sounds or ultrasounds. First we'll discuss infrasonic or ultrasounds. The frequency of sound which has less than 20 hertz and is inaudible to humans, that frequency, that sound are referred as infrasonic sounds or infrasounds. ऐसे साउंड्स बच्चे जिनकी फ्रीक्वेंसी 20 हर्ट्ज से कम है और वो ह्यूमन बीइंग्स को सुनाई नहीं देते, those sounds are referred as infrasonic sounds or infrasounds. So the sounds having frequency less than 20 hertz are known as infrasounds. Whenever an earthquake came, whenever the tectonic plates present in the earth just shake enough, then the vibrations which are produced by that earthquake are of 5 hertz approximately, even less than that. So we cannot be able to hear them because frequency less than 20 hertz is inaudible to us. There are certain animals which communicate with each other in the form of infrasounds, like rhinoceroses. They communicate with each other by the production of infrasounds. Certain animals like whales and elephants, they can also produce the infrasounds for various communicative purposes. So this is what the sound referred as infrasound. which has frequency less than 20 hertz and is inaudible to us. which we cannot hear due to their inappropriate frequency. The other ones are ultrasonic sounds or ultrasound. These are the sounds which are still inaudible to us, which are still inaudible to humans, and have frequency more than 20,000 hertz or 20 kilohertz. These sounds are known as ultrasonic sounds or ultrasounds. So the sounds which are inaudible to humans and have the frequency more than 20,000 hertz, those sounds are known as ultrasounds or ultrasonic waves or ultrasonic sounds. Certain animals like dolphins, bats and porpoises, they will produce the ultrasound. They can produce the sounds more than 20,000 hertz, and that sounds are not audible to us. We cannot hear them. Certain uses of these sounds are also there in our practical life. Like ultrasounds are used in various diagnostic methods to diagnose the internal organs. आपने सुना होगा बच्चे कि कभी कभी जब हमें स्टोन्स हो जाते हैं, किसी पर्सन को स्टोन्स हो जाते हैं, तो उसे अल्ट्रासाउंड करवाने के लिए बोलते हैं. दैट इज द यूज ऑफ दिस अल्ट्रासोनिक वेव्स. द ultracardiography is a technique in which we use ultrasound to measure the activity of heart. That is referred as ultracardiography. Cardio word is always related to heart. So ultrasound is used to, guess the activity of the heart. Other uses, dogs can hear these ultrasound very easily. They can even hear the sounds of 40,000 hertz frequency as well. So there is a special whistle, there is a special device made that is named as Galton's whistle, on the name of the discoverer. The Galton's whistle is a device which can produce a very high frequency sound more than 20,000 hertz. And by these, the owners of the dogs can call their dogs towards themselves. So it is the use of ultrasound, that is the Galton's whistle. It is a device which produces a sound frequency equals to ultrasound, that is more than 20,000 hertz. Those sounds are known as ultrasounds. And by these, the dogs can be called by their owners towards themselves. So this is the audible and inaudible sounds. Now we will study reflection of sound. You must have heard the reflection, bache. What is the reflection? The bending back of something when we hit it on the hard surface is known as reflection. For example, bache, if I am holding a ball and throw it on the opposite wall, the ball will reflect back towards me. That is reflection. Likewise, bache, sound waves are also reflected back when they strikes a hard and rough surface. This bending back of the sound waves after striking a hard and rough surface is known as reflection of sound. The sounds can be reflected back from the hard and smooth surfaces. How this reflection occurs, bache? Let us consider this is a reflecting surface. A sound wave from a source. That here is a source of sound. A sound wave OA is coming and striking over this reflecting surface. ये एक सोर्स पड़ा है बच्चे यहाँ पर, और यहाँ से एक साउंड वेव प्रोड्यूस हो रही है OA, और वो ट्रेवल करती हुई, प्रोपगेट करती हुई कहाँ आ रही है? A पॉइंट पर आ रही है. So this OA is known as incident ray or incident sound wave. Both are one and the same thing. The ray or the wave which strikes on the reflecting surface is known as incident ray. वो रे या वो वेव बच्चों जो आकर टकराएगी एक रिफ्लेक्टिंग सरफेस पर, that is known as incident ray. Next, this A is known as point of incidence. इस ए को क्या बोलते हैं बच्चे? पॉइंट ऑफ इंसिडेंस. व्हाट इज पॉइंट ऑफ इंसिडेंस? द पॉइंट ऑन द रिफ्लेक्टिंग सरफेस एट विच अ इंसिडेंट रे स्ट्राइक्स is known as point of incidence. The point on the reflecting surface at which an incident ray strikes is known as point of incidence. वो point कहां पर? reflecting surface पर, जहां पर एक incident ray आकर टकराने वाली है, that point is known as point of incidence. Next is normal. This A is the point of incidence. And if we draw a perpendicular, what is a perpendicular? Straight line at 90 degree angle is known as perpendicular. If we draw a perpendicular on point of incidence on the reflecting surface, अगर हम बच्चों इस point of incidence से, इस point से एक 90 डिग्री का एंगल बनाए, कहां पर बनाए 90 डिग्री का एंगल? रिफ्लेक्टिंग सरफेस पर. तो जो वहां से स्ट्रेट लाइन जाएगी, दैट स्ट्रेट लाइन इज नोन एज नॉर्मल. देयर आर मल्टीपल स्ट्रेट लाइंस वी कैन ड्रॉ फ्रॉम दिस पॉइंट बेटा. दिस इज ऑल्सो अ स्ट्रेट लाइन, दिस इज ऑल्सो अ स्ट्रेट लाइन, दिस इज ऑल्सो अ स्ट्रेट लाइन, बट ऑल दीज लाइंस आर नॉट परपेंडिकुलर ऑन द रिफ्लेक्टिंग सरफेस. ये जो स्ट्रेट लाइंस हैं, ये इस रिफ्लेक्टिंग सरफेस पर 90 डिग्री के एंगल पर नहीं है. सो दीज लाइंस आर नॉट कंसीडर्ड एज नॉर्मल. Normal is a perpendicular on the point of incidence at the reflecting surface. That is known as normal. Next, bache. Now, this light ray is, this sound wave is striking on this surface. It will bend back into the same medium as AB. Sound wave आया, एक हार्ड सरफेस से टकराया और वापस चला गया सेम मीडियम में. दिस इज नोन एज रिफ्लेक्शन एंड दिस इज नोन एज रिफ्लेक्टेड रे. द रे which bends back, which strikes back from the reflecting surface after reflection is known as reflected ray. This is known as reflected ray. For this bache, the angle of incidence is always equals to angle of reflection. Now, first we'll discuss what are they. The angle between the incident ray and the normal is known as angle of incidence. Angle of incidence है क्या बच्चे? इंसिडेंट रे दैट इज OA और नॉर्मल AN के बीच का जो एंगल है, दैट एंगल इज नोन एज एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस. द एंगल बिटवीन द इंसिडेंट रे एंड द नॉर्मल इज नोन एज एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस और इंसिडेंट एंगल. आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग यू अगेन बच्चे. दिस इज अ लाइट, दिस इज अ साउंड वेव which is coming from the source of sound and striking on the reflecting surface. This sound ray, this sound wave is known as incident ray. This point at which it is striking on the reflecting surface is known as point of incidence. If we draw a perpendicular on this point of incidence on the reflecting surface, that perpendicular is known as normal. And the angle between the incident ray and the normal is known as angle of incidence. Second bache, the angle between the reflected ray, that is AB, this is the reflected ray, this bends back beta, and the normal is known as angle of reflection. The angle between the normal and incident ray is known as incident angle or angle of incidence. And the angle between the normal and the reflected ray is known as angle of reflection. And according to the laws of reflection, angle of incidence, that is angle I, is always equals to angle of reflection. So sound wave so sound wave also follow these laws, and these laws are known as laws of reflection. Now बच्चे, on this reflection the sources are divided into two forms, either the good reflectors of light as well as good reflectors of sound. As बच्चे, both the sound and light are reflected by the sources, and the other ones are bad reflectors of light or sound. About the light you will study in your class 10th बच्चे. In this you have a faint idea of good and bad reflectors of sound. The surfaces which are hard and smooth are good reflectors of sound. जो सरफेस हार्ड होते हैं और बिल्कुल स्मूथ होते हैं, those are referred as good reflectors. Whereas the surfaces which are soft and porous, जो soft और porous, जिसमें छेद हो, जिसमें holes हो, they are bad reflectors of sound. For example, paper, cloth, soft sponge. These are bad reflectors of sound. They do not reflect the sound. Whereas the good reflectors are the rocks, the stones, the walls, the hard iron material. Those are good reflectors of sound. So that is the phenomenon named as reflection of sound. Now we will discuss बच्चे echo. In Hindi, echo is referred as gूंज. What is echo? The repetition of sound from the original sound. When that original sound gets reflected from a hard surface, then that repetition is referred as echo. कभी कभी क्या होता है बच्चे, जब भी हम बच्चे एक हिल या माउंटेन के पास, एक बड़ी ऊंची बिल्डिंग के पास जाकर चिल्लाते हैं या एक बड़े हॉल रूम में चिल्लाते हैं, तो हमें अपनी आवाज दोबारा सुनाई देती है. That is referred as an echo. The repetition of original sound heard after the reflection of it from a hard surface, from a distant and hard surface, is known as echo. This echo has produced only at a certain minimum distance between the source and the reflecting surface. For example, I am speaking in front of this mic of this gadget, but my voice does not produce any echo. Why? Because the room in which I am giving you this lecture is not of that appropriate distance. And if you stand alone in quite a large hall and say something, your voice will definitely produce an echo. So now we'll discuss what is that minimum distance to hear an echo. Echo सुनने के लिए minimum distance कितना होना चाहिए between the source as well as between the reflecting surface. For this we have to consider two things. First, that practically or experimentally we find that human beings has a tendency to hear the two distinct sounds only if there is a difference between 0.1 seconds in them. You must have heard something in a very crowded place. You cannot be able to hear the voices clearly. That will refer as a noise. Why? Because बच्चे, the sounds which are produced by the multiple people in that crowd is coming to your ears abruptly and instantly. There is no difference of 0.1 second, 1/10 of a second, when that sound will reaches to your ears. So for human beings, it is must that if we want to hear the sounds, two sounds distinctly, then there must be a difference of 0.1 seconds in them. So human ears can hear two sounds distinctly in a time interval of 0.1 second. So that is the time. अगर बच्चे दो साउंड प्रोड्यूस हो रहे हैं एक साथ, तो अगर वो हमारे आइस तक ईयर तक पहुंच रहे हैं, तो उन्हें बच्चे 0.1 सेकेंड्स के टाइम इंटरवल के बाद हमारे ईयर्स तक आना होगा, तभी हम उन्हें अलग अलग सुन पाएंगे. और अगर वो 0.1 सेकेंड के इंटरवल के बीच में नहीं आ रहे, उससे पहले ही बच्चे हमारे ईयर्स तक आ गए हैं, तो हम उन्हें आसानी से सुन नहीं पाएंगे बच्चे, हम उन्हें समझ नहीं पाएंगे बेटा. दैट विल रेफर्ड एज अ नॉइस. स्पीड ऑफ साउंड इन एयर इज, you know, the usual speed which we take is 340 meter per second. Now let us consider this is the source. Here I place an alarm clock from where the sound of alarm will ring whenever the time will be there. This is a reflecting surface and here my ears are placed. Now what will happen beta, the sound will goes from there and reflect back and reach to my ears. So that is the total distance. First the sound will go from there and strike on the reflecting surface and then return back. Only then I will be able to hear that echo. So I have to find the distance now. What is the formula of distance? Distance is equals to speed multiplied time. You must have studied in your maths class as well, which speed is equals to distance divided by time. So the time will go there and be a multiplier, and the formula of distance will be equals to speed multiply time. So the distance to hear the echo, the minimum distance to hear the echo is, speed is 340, multiply time is 0.1 second. That means 1 by 10 of second. That will be equals to 34 meter. So minimum distance required to hear an echo is 34 meter. But for the sound, this 34 meter is divided into two parts beta. First it goes there and then return back. बच्चे ये जो 34 मीटर मिला है बेटा, ये सोर्स और रिफ्लेक्टिंग सरफेस के बीच का डिस्टेंस नहीं है. ये वो डिस्टेंस है जिसमें साउंड यहां से जाएगा, reflecting surface पर strike करेगा and then return back to the ears. Only then we'll hear the echo बेटा. पहली बार तो तभी सुन जाएगा जब साउंड यहाँ है प्रोड्यूस होगा. इको कब सुनाई देगा? जब ये साउंड जाएगा. साउंड विल ट्रेवल इन एवरी डायरेक्शन बेटा. तो इधर जाएगा और टकराकर वापिस आएगा. तो दो चीजें हैं, दो डिस्टेंस हैं, एक जाने का और एक आने का. सो फॉर दैट मिनिमम डिस्टेंस what we will do, we will divide this 34 by 2, so 17. That is the appropriate distance between this source and the reflecting surface. तो अब साउंड 17 मीटर जाएगा, टकराकर 17 मीटर वापिस आ जाएगा. तो 17 plus 17 34 meters. So that is the condition required to hear an echo. ये कंडीशन रिक्वायर है बच्चे इको को सुनने के लिए. rather than this we require a tall building or empty large room or a tall mountain to hear an echo, so that the reflection of sound can take place easily. Next बच्चे, we require a reflecting surface, hard reflecting surface to hear that echo. So these are the conditions necessary to hear an echo बच्चे. The first one is the minimum distance between the source and the reflecting surface is 70 meter. इससे ज्यादा होगा तो सुनाई देगा ही देगा बेटा. मिनिमम डिस्टेंस इतना होना चाहिए ताकि 17 मीटर साउंड जा सके और 17 मीटर आ सके. तो टोटल कितना ट्रेवल कर सके? मिनिमम 34 मीटर्स. तभी वो 0.1 सेकंड के डिफरेंस के बाद आएगा हमारे ईयर्स में और हम अपनी आवाज को दोबारा सुन पाएंगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई एम shouting echo, place standing in front of a cliff. That sound of echo heard quite a times बेटा. आपने सुना भी होगा, कुछ लोग माइक में इको प्रोड्यूस करने की कोशिश करते हैं. हेलो 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 like this. They are producing the echo. That is not the actual echo. Actual echo what is? If that person says the hello only once and the hello will remain in the room or will remain heard to the people in the room quite a times. So that is what the echo is. The reflection of sound and reaches to our ears before 0.1 seconds. So that is echo. So the minimum distance to hear the echo is 70 meters. The sound must be loud enough so that it will reflect back. And the third condition is there must be a tall building or a mountain or a hard surface to reflect that sound.